Hello. It is your boy Lejar. Hello, and welcome to the Blessings to Lessons podcast with me, your host Lejar. And today we are going to be talking about procrastination. That's right, something that everybody is accountable for, 100%. And I think the reason that I want to talk about procrastination in particular is, for the longest time, for example, myself, I know that one of the hardest things to do is to look at yourself and judge yourself. And I think one reason that I bring up procrastination as such a main topic nowadays, especially in the 21st century, especially in like 2021, is the fact that it's so easy to get distracted. We all know that. We all have our phones, we all have media, we have our TVs and all these new series that come out. We have game consoles, we have, places to go and places to eat at. But when we look at it from such a specific topic, say if you wanted to get something done, everyone has an issue in terms of getting something done. It's like, thinking about it in this day and age, it's so easy to just let it go, and I think one reason that I wanted to talk about this is because primarily is the fact that with me and my situation, and I know for a lot of young people, we all struggle with getting certain shit done. We all do. Like, for example, with me and my videos, like, for the longest fucking time, I have wanted to do videos and make videos, but me in particular, I'm so specific, and I realize that doesn't allow me to just get the thing done. So this is why, I said, fuck it. Let me record this thing on my phone, set up a light, set up a mic, and just do it. Because for too long have I procrastinated and thought about, maybe I should do it. I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that. And all I'm doing is diverting myself away from what I want to actually do, which is obviously make like videos like this. And I've been talking with a bunch of my friends and people when I went back to the UK, and it was like, I have things that I can actually talk about, and the only thing stopping me is myself. It's myself. And it put me in a weird headspace, because we always want to believe like it's an external source preventing us from actually doing something that we are trying to set ourselves out to do. But 9 times out of 10, it's us. 9 times out of 10, we could all do this shit from our bedrooms, from our living room, from our kitchen. But we don't do it. And that's why I was like, fuck it. You know what? Let me do it today. Let me prove to people that you can do a podcast from your bedroom. And before this, I was so fucking anxious, man. I was anxious. Right now, I'm even anxious. Because it's like throwing myself into something that I don't know. I don't know whether it's gonna help me, whether it's gonna hurt me, whether it's gonna do either of those things. I don't know. But I thought to myself, okay, well, the only person that's gonna be stopping myself from getting this done is me. I've got the tools, I've got the equipment, I've got everything. But why didn't I do it before? I had a phone before, I had a camera before, and I realized it's myself. It's my own insecurities of putting something out there because I don't know what the response will be, And I thought to myself, okay, well, why not? Why have I prevented myself doing this for like months and months and months? Because I know there's been people who've been watching my channel and watching my Instagram, for example, on the IGTV, and I'm sure you guys have been like expecting something, and honestly, I can't give any excuses because I just haven't done any content. Like, I've recorded content, but recording content and posting it and editing it and getting it done requires a different level of dedication, which I think I was afraid of for a long time. And I don't know why I was afraid of it, but I said to myself, like, is it worth not doing it and regretting it in the future? Or should I just try it now and just get it over and done with? See if it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, it does. But one thing that I think is really important to take from this and this whole subject of procrastination is the fact that it's easy to get out of it. But the feeling, you know what it is? It's the feeling of putting yourself out there and risking the comfort that you're in. You know what I mean? And I think there's a lot of people that I've spoken to who have done the same thing that I've done. I've not done things that I've wanted to do. I recorded videos before, like when I was going in Toronto. And I was like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But I didn't fucking do it. And it irks me now. Because I'm like, I'm slacking and I'm lacking because I didn't do it. Even though I've recorded videos, I still haven't posted them. And I'm like, why the hell haven't I done that? And you know why? It's because I get nervous. Even though there's really nothing to get nervous about. It's this nervous energy that like really had prevented me from kind of pushing that out there and getting it done. When really, what am I afraid of? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not much that I can genuinely say that I'm afraid of. Even this video is probably going to come out not how I wanted in particular or like specifically. But you know what? I was like, fuck it, let me post this anyway because shits and giggles, innit? But yeah, honestly, I think it's very important to put a hold on that feeling of anxiety and that nervous energy, because sometimes you're just not going to get shit done. I've realized that like you just don't get shit done. And in the time that I've spent talking to other people about how life is so easy to get distracted, I've gone to the shisha bar and I've talked to a bunch of my friends and family members, and like I realized when you procrastinate, you just prolong the amount of time you're gonna feel that anxiety. You know what I'm saying? Because all you're doing is putting yourself in a backstep motion, and you're not leading any paths to any new future that you might want. And I realize it's in your head, and I hate it. I hated the feeling of just thinking to myself, oh yeah, okay, let me do this now. I hated that feeling. And I think, it's very important to get that thing, that anxiety away from you, because the less that you do, the less you'll achieve. Simple as. And I'm not really looking to stay in the position that I want to stay in because, sorry, let me rephrase that. I'm not comfortable with not doing what my heart and my soul is telling me to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I can't take away that desire and that aspiration to record videos like this and do other videos. But you know what hinders me? It isn't anyone outside or anyone who's behind me or in front of me. It's myself. It's inside. It's inside my head, inside my heart. It's not the thing that I need, and I need to get rid of that. And that's why I'm like, okay, it is what it is. I'm gonna record this video. If someone likes it, someone likes it. But like I've been saying, I've been talking with friends and talking with people around me who are hella supportive. You know, hella supportive of the things that I've been wanting to do and wanting to play. And the only thing I'm doing by not doing it is disappointing all of them, because I'm telling them I want to do it, but my inaction shows me that I really don't. And that is the issue. I recently switched jobs. So before, you guys remember, I used to work at the cannabis shop, and there I was stuck. I was stuck there. So I was working for this cannabis shop from June 2020, right? So right out of the pandemic, I had gotten out, and almost a year in, I knew I wanted to leave. I wanted to leave. I had that desire, that feeling that I wanted to leave this place. But what did I do? I procrastinated. I let myself stay there for another 6 months before I decided to actually do something. So for a whole 6 months, man had waited and waited and waited and not handed out new CVs or applied to new jobs or took the opportunity to re-edit my CV and make it better. No, instead what I did is I was complacent. I just stayed there because it was comfortable. Was it right? No. Because the whole time I was there, including those extra 6 months, I was miserable. Not necessarily, I wouldn't say miserable, but I was just not, it wasn't hitting it for me. It wasn't even the thing that I knew. I didn't want to be here for much longer, yet I was still there. And it only struck me when I had, I basically visited back. I visited the UK for a little bit, and it kind of sparked that energy to just say, you know what, it is what it is, but I can change it now. And I decided I need to change it now. So when I had gotten back, I was applying for jobs. Funnily enough, I got a job offer from, and it was the first job that accepted my application from the CVs I sent out. And you know what I did? I said no. You know why I said no? I don't know. Really, honestly, truly, I don't know why I said no. Because it was paying $1 more. But I realized I didn't want to do that. And I had to learn from leaving my previous job to say no to another job that wanted me. And that was weird. That was proper freaking weird. You know why? Because honestly, I thought to myself, but a job's offering you a job, should I take it? And my soul was telling me, nah, don't take it, man, don't take it. But my surroundings are telling me to take it because it's different. Oh, it's different. You're not working at the same place anymore. You're not doing that anymore. You're getting paid a bit extra, tiny, minute bit extra. But I said no, because first off, I didn't want to work in fucking coffee. You know what I'm saying? Like, who wants? I'm not saying that people don't want to work in coffee, but for me, I knew I didn't want to work in coffee. So why am I going to do something that I don't want to do? Or something that really isn't going to pertain to the extra parts of my life? You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to really do anything with that. And I did the interviews. I did like 2 or 3 interviews. And like, I did one interview in the freaking back of a car. I did an interview in the back of the car and they still accepted me. But I knew it was too easy. So I said no. And then after that whole situation, I was in the UK for a bit longer. So I was doing this interview in the UK when I came back. So they had called me, and I said no, man, nah. So this interview thing, finished. After I had this interview, I had obviously I'd snuck back into the UK. No one really knew where I'd come from, but honestly, I was there to sort out shit. So obviously, if people were gonna watch this, who know me, I was there to sort out business. I wasn't there to really enjoy myself, to really put down like any time with friends. Like, yeah, I hung out with friends, but most part I was sorting out a lot of the backlog stuff that I never did when I was still here. So I had to sort things out, right? And I talked to my friends, and it was interesting seeing how people had changed in the 18 months that I had left. You know what I mean? There was a lot of change that I saw in in my area, with my friends, their ambitions. And I thought to myself, why is it I'm slacking? What are the reasons that I'm slacking, and what are the reasons that I'm not doing the things that I want to be doing? And I realized it's just because I had held so much shit at the back of my mind. And that was truly making me suffer. Not suffer in the way where, I'm suffering, but suffer in the sense that this is a perpetual thing that I'm allowing to continue. And you know what? I had to have conversations with a bunch of people, my family, my friends, some friends that I haven't talked to for a long time, and I had to confront those issues. And realizing that I had to confront those issues put me in a weird headspace, because that anxiety that I have, obviously with the videos as well, I had that same anxiety, but talking to people, because it's been like 18 months since I've last seen anyone in the physical person, kind of in a physical sense. And it was freaky for me, man. It was freaky for me, because I had to confront shit that I hadn't dealt with, So I kind of, let me give you one example. So I had a friend that I was talking to before. Me and her have been close for a long time, and one of the biggest reasons that I had come to Canada was to explore. And she was my friend throughout my whole cancer experience. That's going to be another video, yeah. But she was a friend throughout my whole cancer experience. She used to call me all the time. She used to visit me when she came back from uni. And one thing that I did was, when I came to Canada, me and her were supposed to meet up, right? And instead of meeting up and informing her, okay, maybe, I'm going to be a bit busy, I just fucking left. I left. Like, I just went to Canada. Like, my whole brain was, I'm going to go to Canada. But I didn't sort out how I exited the country. You know what I mean? I had a friend. We were supposed to meet up, and I said nothing. You know how messed up it is? And I had to see that in myself. So you know what I did? I went to go and see her where she works. And I went to surprise her, because you know what? I was like, nah, I can't act like that. Because the way I acted before when I left is the same way that people acted when I had cancer. They just up and left. And I thought to myself, how mad is that I did that to the friend who was visiting me? So I had to go and say hello and apologize for my actions. Because that is what friends do. And that's how you fix the issues that you have, and you stop procrastinating and you just do it. Because if you consistently do that and let me wait until next time, I can guarantee I wouldn't be in welcome arms when I come back. So I said to myself, let me go and visit her and say hello. And we met up, and she said, look, that was a cunty thing that you went and did. And I 100% agreed with her. I had to. Not because, yeah, sorry about that. But I genuinely recognized that what I had done was messed up. So I had to apologize for her, and thankfully, she was forgiving. I took her out to eat. We all ate, and we talked and we caught up, and it was great, like meeting up again and like talking with her. And I genuinely felt as if, thank God that I did this. And it was like that anxiety and that that feeling of being anxious and insecure about how the situation will turn out. It had been washed over with like a sense of positivity, that I had actually fixed something that I had made an issue out of. You know what I mean? And I'm very thankful that I have very understanding friends and people around me who are able to kind of steer me in a direction where I'm noticing my issues. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's one of the biggest things that I know a lot of young people nowadays are having to deal with, is like, yo, we have to deal with a bunch of issues, yet we are so easily distracted by the things that we see on a screen, on our mobile, or on the TV, that a lot of the time these things get washed to the back of our brains. And I'm like, okay, well, I can't be doing that, because if I do that, I'm just a part of a problem. So I have to fix these problems internally and externally, with my friends, with my family, with work, and all these things, if I'm actually gonna develop and grow and adapt as a person. If I'm just ignorant to a lot of the things that I do wrong, how am I supposed to learn from anything? And I'm sure there's a lot of people asking the same questions as I've been asking. But shout out to my friend. She knows who she is. Love. So yeah, guys, like, you know what? I think it's so important to realize that in this day and age, yeah, we gotta figure out what things that we need to get done. Whether that's emotional, whether that's financial, whether that's, sorting out your freaking schoolwork or whatever. Like, we gotta get shit done, man. Because a lot of us young people, we're in this mindset, oh yeah, we're gonna be young forever. I'm sure all of our parents, all of our grandparents thought the same thing. And that reflects in your older age how much you worked when you were young and how much you grew when you were young. Did you grow up to learn new skills and develop your attributes and abilities to be more successful? Or did you, crumble down and let life get at you? Like, you really have to realize that procrastination is the first thing that is going to prevent you from achieving the things that you want to do. And that's why I got to make this video, man. And, it's not even things that you want to do, it's things that you need to fix. Procrastination is involved with all of these different outcomes. Because if you don't fix one thing, or you don't do that thing, or you don't do that thing, or you don't speak to that person, you're just going to leave a lot of loose ends. And what happens when you leave a lot of loose ends? You're going to have a lot of loose friends and loose things that you thought you were able to achieve. Things that were more achievable when you were younger might not be achievable when you're 30. You might have more responsibilities when you get to 30, 35, 40. And now you can't do the things that you want to do when you were younger, because it's time's done. And I think one reason that procrastination is such a big issue is because people don't realize that when you stop doing things that you want to do and you let time just go on, you never realize that once that's done, that time's gone. That time's gone. And you can never bring back those years where you could have done those things. And then that regret, it just snowballs, because you're like, fuck, oh, I didn't do it. Oh man, I messed up. And that's why I'm like here now and speaking to everyone because I'm like, yo, we don't have to mess up if we don't want to. We have the opportunity now to get the things that we want to get done. And I think it's hella important for us to try improve our outlook on life and our ambition to achieve things that we know we can do, but we also have to plan out and create an objective and a goal to keep doing those things that we want to do, but do it in such a way where you know that you're planning it in a refined manner, because that way you know every step, and at least you know how you went from A to Z, you know. So guys, take from this what you can. I definitely want to do a lot more videos. I know I want to do some videos on, you know, my cancer, and for example, like some of the other topics like dealing with resentment and the importance of friendship, and these are a lot of topics that I personally feel very passionate about, just because of my experiences that I've gone through. And even, for example, like moving to Canada, how was that for me? But yeah, guys, honestly, I really think it's important to take what you can from this. Even if you don't watch the full video, at least you might have heard a sentence that might have, you know, piqued some interest. But you know how it is. I hope, you know, people like it. If you want to share it, if you don't. But you know, I just wanted to make this to see, you know, if I can reach some people and talk about, you know, very similar topics on in that regard anyway. So, but yeah, I hope everyone liked it. I hope this was, you know, a good little podcast episode that you guys wanted to listen to. You know, I hope everyone loves it. If you want, leave a comment down below. Yeah. first podcast. Thank you very much for tuning in, people. It is your boy Lejar. Thank you very much again. Much love. I hope I see you in the next one. Peace. Yeah. Let's go. Come on, baby. Get crazy. Have my babies. Oh, lady. So guys, I've been listening to a couple tracks recently, and this is Zakomo, He Loves Me. Let's go. Yeah. Oh my God, the honey's so fine, so damn divine. I wanna take her back to mine. I wanna sip some wine and let's get it. There's some wine and let's get it.